Hi, I'm Jimmy Chong. Over the last 45 years, Lao Family Community Development has helped tens of thousands of immigrants who desperately needed support to achieve their basic needs. Founded with a mission to create pathways for successful transitions into American life, Lao Family has not only met those goals, they've exceeded them. As they move toward the future, intent upon replicating their system nationwide, they do this with respect to their roots and to their own story, one that began with just one family of refugees immigrating from Southeast Asia. What does it take to rebuild after war? To leave behind the only life you've ever known and begin again with nothing but hope. In the aftermath of the Vietnam War, over 1 million Southeast Asian refugees arrived in America, many from Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Among them was a man named Chau Sern Chau, a husband, a father, and a quiet visionary.
I came back to Thailand, and at night I crossed the river to my home. I called my brothers-in-law, said, hey, we need to escape. I prepare everything. All the household, I cannot take anything. We escaped. That is how we was not captured by them. Otherwise, majority of the former Lao army who has involved with CIA was captured to put in the re-education camp. And so we escaped at night.
Throughout this crisis, Chau Sern remained a leader of his people, helping them gain a foothold in America, then continuing to help them advance their lives. In the early 1980s, the refugee crisis wasn't just a news headline. It was a reality unfolding in homes, streets, and shelters across America. Families arrived with hope, yes, but also with trauma, language barriers, and uncertainty. That's when Chau Sern Chau stepped in. In 1980, he founded Lao Family Community Development, not just to help his own people, but to welcome all who needed a new beginning. How did you feel about it? Were you proud of him?
Yeah, my husband Chau Sern, he has that idea to helping people. I'm so proud of him that he has this idea that he's going to plan for this organization.
Today, more than 40 years later, his legacy lives on in classrooms, in courtrooms, on construction sites, and city streets where thousands of lives have been touched by one family's promise to serve. This is their story and the story of everyone who walked through their doors. For many, the journey to America did not mark the end of hardship, but the beginning of a deeper struggle, the battle within, a silent war fought in homes and hearts behind closed doors.
You are facing with so many barriers and difficulties. As a father of the family, obviously I was thinking with myself that how my life will go on and how I can handle it in here, how I can make a good future for my kids, because I didn't have any idea. And it was really hard and challengeable for me because I was the one who was stressing out a lot as being the first person in the family.
When I arrived here in the United States, I was with my 2 kids. On that time I was pregnant. My big worries, my big challenges that I was in my sister's home, and I was thinking about this every day. I think how do I solve this problem to make my life again.
Lao Family Community Development grew into a lifeline for thousands.
And it continues to help families. And that's what I believe in. A whole lot of families that's out here that's in need, they need the help that the Lao family is providing.
Chau Sern Chau built Lao Family to serve community. When he passed in 2017, his daughter Kathy, who had always been by his side, took over the leadership of the organization.
The first 5 years was really hard, because you have to understand people. I had to understand my employees and the organizational structure.
I saw a lot of changes. Kathy brings with her world-class education, urban planning, master's in business. She had a lot of ideas that were very different from her father.
I had to understand the stories and the barriers of the community members that we serve. You know, Lao Family is a human service organization. That includes job training, includes housing, includes education, it's mental health, health services, homelessness, reentry services. And then we also have a real estate side of our business, which is developing housing, developing community centers, office, retail, cafes, restaurants. And then we also have a health component, and we're delivering health care.
People are looking for hope. People are looking for to be productive members of societies, ways to contribute.
But before immigrants can become contributing members, they must first face their own challenges.
When I came to the United States, I was in a dark point, in a dark place. So thanks Lao Family, which I came here, I get the job here, and now I am helping those people that they are the exact place which I was.
Working with many government agencies and organizations across 5 counties, Lao Family has helped these agencies manage complex issues and has provided many effective solutions.
Once we know their story, we know exactly what they really need, and we'll be able to help them and meet them where they're at. In general, Lao Family, annually we serve about 30,000+ people. Some people need more, some people need less, and some people need a little push.
While the work often happens behind the scenes, the numbers tell a powerful story. Can you give us a sense of the numbers of what you've seen over the last 45 years?
You know, we did some calculations, and our best estimate is that we have served over 500,000 Northern California and Southern California. What we're doing could be replicated across the United States. It really can.
And under Kathy's leadership, Lao Family has reached beyond serving the general community and is now also providing a pathway for those who need redemption and reintegration.
You look at Alameda County and our Sacramento and Contra Costa County, there are over 4,800 individuals who came out of jail recently. When we first started this work, there were over 8,000.
But the people who released out from jails that basically, you know, they have no place to live, and we can actually house them while we're helping them to looking for employment.
What community meant to me in that most critical part of my life is it showed me that I wasn't alone, and it gave me hope.
They was tangible. I can contact them. They was calling me like, hey, how you feeling this morning? So it wasn't about just providing giveaways. It was providing more support.
I haven't seen another organization that's so well-rounded that can really take so many different elements that people need to be self-sufficient, and it's all encompassing, and I think that gives a lot of hope to people. I haven't seen it done in other organizations, and for a nonprofit to just be pushing along to reach out to so many individuals is exciting, and it really does show that this can be done.
For the issue of housing, Kathy's leadership has also resulted in some major advancements.
We also have a second brand, and the brand is the CARE brand. And CARE stands for Community Access, Resource, and Education. And in that brand, you know, we have CARE Campus Social Housing, 285 units of housing. The CARE Housing Campus is a specialized housing with service on site. We have 3 CARE community centers, and we have apartment complexes. And then we also have CARE Casita villages, specialized housing for either shelter, or it's for seniors who are abused, or it's medical housing. So total, we have 17 locations. Well, we're really excited to share our CARE Campus downtown Sacramento, a medical training, interim housing and education facility. This is an opportunity for them to enter a full service training program that allows them to get a high school diploma and 21 vocational training programs specifically geared toward the healthcare sector. CNNs, medical assistants, medical billing, home aid, They'll have earn and learn internships paid, and then we'll place them into a job and permanent housing after graduating from this program in 6 to 12 months for each person. And we have been able to graduate over 5,000 people in the last 6 years from our program, and it's over 1,100 households. We have to offer a program that actually has a way out for education with jobs and permanent housing, and this is our solution.
Once we house people, we're making sure that they be able to get the employment and have their own income within 30 days. You get a home, that means you settle, you're ready to, have your roots and basically grow from there.
The mission is to help families and communities become self-sufficient, for them to be financially stable. The refugees and immigrants also help to power our economy and run our country and the society that we live. Chosan has left a legacy. He wanted to give his life to the community and to community work and to making sure that he advocates for individuals who are marginalized.
What began as the vision of one refugee who was determined to help others has become a lifeline across generations.
My dream and what I do at Lao Family, it's continuing the effort of my father's tears and his passion, and for me, it's very deep in that way.
Today, that legacy continues into the future, not just in California, but in the growing effort to scale this model nationwide. For 45 years, Lao Family has been building systems that work, that bring healing, housing, jobs, and belonging to thousands. And those at the Lao Family Community Development have always done this with heart.